Warning: this video speaks on the loss of a life. Please be aware that suicide is talked about. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, my name is Gracie Parsons. I am currently taking English 112 at my community college with Miss Phelps. I am focusing on Vincent Van Gogh and his flower series. These pictures are from Vincent's collection. I chose him because he really puts emotion and gratitude into his work, and that inspired me. Like many others, I love sunflowers, but not only do I love the flowers, but the paintings caught my eye. I feel as if he put his struggles into his drawings, which almost turned into a lesson in my eyes. Vincent started making art when his brother Theo encouraged him to try it out because Van Gogh was battling depression. He had always loved drawing and painting, although as he got older it became his therapy. Vincent van Gogh was a Dutch post-impressionist. The history behind Vincent becoming a post-impressionist was shaped by influence. He had some influencers who were already post-impressionist and influenced Van Gogh to experience more bright and vibrant colors. His brother and roommate were his biggest supporters. His brother Theo also helped him financially for many reasons. Vincent van Gogh went unrecognized for many years until the last 2 years of his life. Although once he was recognized, it was for his outstanding bold colors and dramatic, impulsive, and emotive brushwork, which helped lay the groundwork for contemporary art. He, however, was not an economic success due to the fact that becoming a teacher or pastor did not work out in his favor, in which he suffered from severe depression and poverty, which ultimately caused him to commit suicide in a field at the age of 37. One of Vincent van Gogh's most popular series was his Sunflower series. There are 11 art pieces within the series. Although the 7 paintings he painted in Arles shown more love than the 5 he created while he was living in Paris. The 7 most popular are displayed on the screen. The history of what influenced him before moving to Paris was in his early works. Van Gogh painted earthy landscapes of nature and peasantry, but he additionally became heavily inspired by French Impressionists and Japanese prints. The history and reasoning of why he moved to Arles were for the Provence region's vibrant hues and the warmer temperatures. Not to mention he wanted to meet other artists and collaborate with them. This collection contains a large number of works, all of which are different in very small ways. Each painting's flowers were all different in a way that some of the flowers were fluffy, some were wild, and some were heavy as well. Not a single of the flowers were identical. Although Vincent never said why he chose some flowers and the story behind them, he referenced it in his letters. The Sunflower is one of Vincent van Gogh's most popular paintings. This painting was made with only 3 shades of yellow. He showed that it was possible to produce a picture using various shades of a single color without losing any of its beauty. The sunflower painting had meaning and significance to Van Gogh. He believes that the painting expresses gratitude. Van Gogh once stated, "The sunflower is mine," and it is obvious that the bloom held a number of meanings for him. Following the vanity style of a Dutch flower painting from the 17th century, which emphasizes the brief lifespan of human actions, the various phases of the sunflower's life cycle are depicted here. From its infancy bud to adulthood and eventually a state of decline. To get into more detail and explain the meaning of the sunflowers, some sunflowers had just budded, some were thriving, some were dying, and some were completely dead. It shows how human life and the human's lifespan works. For example, from a baby until grave. Yet he showed the beauty of life in the paintings. Perhaps the sunflowers were also meant to represent companionship and a celebration of nature's brightness and beauty. Not only did they have such meaning to Van Gogh, the sunflower was a representation of dedication and faithfulness in Dutch writing. I have chosen to go in depth on the oil painting called Sunflower by Vincent van Gogh because of the expression and emotion I feel when looking at the painting. These paintings create impasto, which produces an apparent pattern on the canvas's surface, and it gives the painting a textured face.